Wizardry Renaissance.
Hello, this is Dr. J back with some more Let's Play Wizardry Labyrinth of Lost Souls. Last episode, after getting a bit wrecked in, I think, level 9 of Sheen's dungeon, we decided to return to the Dungeon of Trials for some grinding and farming of gold pieces. The grinding for XP, the farming for GP. And we are here in the Dungeon of Trials B8. And it's tough down here, but we can handle it. Apparently there's a dark zone right there. Let's get immersive mode going, at least partly so I can see to my sides better. It's amazing how much of a difference it makes. Well, we got teleported. Floor 8 seems to fancy itself kind of a gauntlet, to judge from the message we got about this is going to be a challenge, and we have nonsense like this. Apparently that's a massive teleport maze here. So 100%ing this is going to be interesting, together with the fairly challenging enemy encounters. I once again have a happy purring cat on my lap, at least until she gets tired of my LPing and decides to take off in a snit. I know you desperately want to slam me into those shock walls. I'm aware. Okay. Okay, amazingly that was not an arrow that sent me down there. I was kind of expecting it would be. And this whole area is an anti-warp zone. So we are unable to use our free warp to cheese our way through this maze. It's very annoying. A cheesy maze with anti-cheese technology installed. How dare it. More dark zones, just kind of chilling out. More spinners trying to slam us into those shock walls. Okay. Well, we've reached the map edge. Fine, into the dark zone we go. Okay, we found the stairs. That happened rather abruptly, but we want 100% this floor, of course. Even though doing so looks like it's going to be pretty annoying. So that's a wall there, right? That would be a yes. Well, we made our way through the gauntlet, but there's still so much to explore. Here on floor 8 of the Dungeon of Trials. Finally, an encounter. I was beginning to wonder what the heck was going on. A couple of samurai. I think we could potentially get a good item drop off these guys. Quite a few of the enemies on here I think might potentially have decent item drops. Though I'm not sure. Maybe all they would drop is a katana, and that's pretty obsolete equipment. If we could get a Bushido blade, that would be decent, although there's much better weapons than that. The Cursed Blade quest that we got from Iron Hand can get us some pretty good swords, but I think we have to go quite a bit deeper before we're able to acquire the weapons he wants. Yeah, the enemies here are pretty high level, is the main threat. Devastating radar. Alright, good job, team. Some characters are carved into the door. Smoking section. So it's completely black and completely surrounded by shock walls. Cute. A sense of humor they have. Very playful with this level. Some characters are carved in the door. Break room. Didn't we already find another break room? It's a magic fountain. Use magic spring. No. Trying to slam me into that wall. Alright, so this is still all a giant anti-warp zone. Ah, not here though. So we could zigzag our way to here, and I suppose we will. Warping that short distance would be very lazy. It would save us some encounters, but then... Oh, you're new! Then again, we kind of want to get into encounters. Okay, level 24 Ifrits. Again, why is this a random encounter? This should be a boss. I'm going to be saying that a lot with these later enemies, I think. Self-sacrifice. Okay. So the one's going to take hits for the other. Well, it tried. Somehow I feel like a flame arrow is not likely to be effective. Okay, they weren't anything special. They looked really tough, but looks can be deceiving. 3 succubi, annihilate them. Nope, Cecily fell asleep, and the succubi are dead. Okay, now we need to grab that if we want 100% the map. Aside from just the satisfaction of completely filling in every map, this is a good way to grind naturally, while still doing something kind of interesting. Exploring, as opposed to just wandering around an area that's already fully explored, just trying to get into fights. It's a lot less interesting, in my opinion, than grinding by way of exploration. Alright. Well, we finally... No, we didn't fully explore it. I've wasted a mana point again. That bug has bitten me a couple times now. Irritating. It didn't occur to me that I need to go directly north here. And since we can't warp into this area... Oh, that was a lot of damage. They ambushed us. Very irritating. And then one runs away. Double irritating. After shanking poor Izumi. How dare you. One assassin down. Another assassin down. Rogue down. Wow, you did like no damage to that rogue. Must have missed him a bunch. My cat got fed up. She's out of here. Finally, got him. Level for Valrus. Lost Vite. Hit points raised by 11. Not a good level. We won't bother to save it. There's a message carved into the monument. Pimp went left and Rab went right. I waited right here and died in a fight. Interesting. Was that a one-way door? Sure was. Oh, we need to heal Izumi. What am I thinking? Leaving Izumi messed up like that. That's better. Okay. So what is this going to be? A long hallway dividing the level into kind of two sections, this being the left and this being the right. Kind of seems that way. More rogues. Well, that sucked. Okay, why are these guys so strong? They're destroying us. I don't understand. We've defeated far larger groups than this. Their level isn't that much higher than the groups we've annihilated. Get now bursted. Okay. Okay, this is going real badly. Why is it going so badly? I don't understand. What's different about this fight? Am I just getting that unlucky? Get screwed, jerks. That was very annoying. Mostly because I don't understand why it went so poorly. This doesn't make sense. Fix the formation. How's your fight doing, Izumi? I swear she lost. No, I don't think she did lose a point of Vite. Because her Vite has been kind of terrible for a while. That's not new. If anything, it's a point higher than the last time I looked. So I don't know that that's true, the characters lose Vite when you res them, like I read. Maybe it isn't. Okay, interesting group. Those rogues need to go. Can't use spells on the surprise round, unfortunately. The enemies here aren't regenerating, are they? I'm not seeing the hit points pop up. Although maybe that's because we started with the surprise round, I'm not sure. Maybe I should have had Ridge Now Burst, but oh well. No, he couldn't have. Can't use spells on the surprise round. Get the rogues. Screw those guys. After what happened last fight. No, don't you dare run. Good. Get screwed. Nice. Whoa, wow, that guy survived. Okay, now he's dead. Long hallway. It's really just gonna loop around, isn't it? And then just dead end. How bizarre. Okay, maybe I should warp. That's a long walk back. Sure, let's explore more of this weirdness. Okay, it's dark. You're gonna make me check the map after every step. I can't trust anything when it's dark. You could be teleporting me, you could be trying to spin me into shock walls, you could be doing anything. Okay, teleportation it is. Oh, we got anti-magic. And I don't even know what's going on. Okay, the darkness doesn't have anti-magic. Arcane map us. Is this like a whole thing, a whole room of stripes of Darkness, anti-magic, and teleporters. Interesting. Okay, and a spinner. How cute. What a mess. Really is a gauntlet. But I'm not so easily beaten. And we got anti-magic again. Is this whole thing just one long anti-magic stripe? Good grief, look at this. And that teleports us to here. Envelope with a letter in it on the ground. Pick it up? Sure. Contents of the letter are: in an anti-spell zone, some things are lost. Do not tarry. These appear to be some form of battle orders. What does that mean? Some things are lost? Return the letter to the envelope and leave it on the ground. What does that mean? Are items going to disappear out of my inventory in the anti-spell zones? Because that would be obnoxious beyond belief. I hope not. Anyway, not tarrying in the anti-spell zones just seems like good advice regardless. Okay, ARPs and Dark Riders. Keep on going for those ARPs, I think. I'm not messing around with this. That was probably overkill, but... the fights here are serious business, so... I'd rather overkill than die. Okay. The imps in the back are the big problem, I think, and I can't reach them. We're just gonna have to try to blast our way through. Tell you what. Ridge, now burst. There we go. Okay, the wall did not last. Good. Good. I'm not seeing the hit points popping up suggesting they're regenerating. Maybe that really wasn't happening for a lot of the game, and it took me forever to notice it. Maybe that really was new on that level of sheen. And also, it's a very good thing if these guys aren't regenning, because that's annoying. I guess a boosted now burst feels unnecessary at this point. Nice work, Izumi. Okay, sweet. Rocket gained a level. 20 hit points. Could be worse. I'm almost tempted to save even though it was a mediocre level just because we've made a lot of progress exploring. Go on, then. Oh, we got teleported again. And again, where even are we? Okay, there we are. Good grief. Oh, there's a wall there. Huh. There we go. Interesting. Those anti-magic zones, man. Those are rough. Small message carved into the floor. Sometimes there is only despair in the dark. How edgelordy. Actually, that's kind of a cool, ominous message. I like it. Okay, I think we learned to fear the incubi, right? Didn't they mess us up? Let's kill them hard. In fact, let's kill them harder than this. Now I'll burst some ridge. One of them blocked it with a magic wall. Was it the ARPs that were throwing those spells at us? Or... I can't remember what it was we didn't have identified on the first round. It said it was question mark. I'm gonna guess it was the ARPs, but it could have been any of these, I think. Maybe just a boosted Ice Burst. Now Burst feels like overkill. Good work, Izumi. Good. I think this is under control now. Okay, nice. Pretty good experience. Ridge gained a level. Piety, Vitality, Luck, 24 hit points. Dang. Good level by Ridge standards. Good level by anybody's standards, really. Nice work, Ridge. Right. Cecily is the only one with the lower level healing aura. We'll save that level. It was pretty good. Okay, there we go. So now I'm in an anti-magic zone. I want to explore through the dark zone stripe. Am I getting teleported or something? That feels like a lot of steps. No, it's just a long stripe. Fair enough. Okay. Where did this teleport take us? Good, okay. Playful. Very playful. Let's try to explore more of that. I'm going to call it the top area, even though it's at the south end of the map, because we have to go far north to get there, and then wrap around. But let's try here. And we got teleported. Oh, that wasn't a teleport. I guess the pattern isn't quite as easy as being just a checkerboard, is it? A spinner? Okay. That's progress. How are you supposed to get to that? Oh, you end up in one of these teleporters and then you step there. Oh, that was good. Good. How do you get in this area? Doesn't it look like it's completely surrounded by walls? Is there a secret door I missed? Maybe, or maybe it's just not accessible. It's possible. Oh! Is this a portcullis? You have to teleport here and we have to have found the switch. I don't think we've even found the switch yet. Oh, never mind. Maybe we did find the switch. Okay, and there's the elevator. Good, alright. There. Now we need to teleport there again. And then step forward. Okay, now we've 100%ed this area, which was... I thought would be more of a pain, but that wasn't too bad. Okay. Now we need to finish exploring this nightmare. It's the anti-magic zones that are going to make it suck. But let's just bite the bullet. Okay, and then we got teleported. Let's turn the map back on so we can get our bearings. I kind of give up on trying to keep a mental map when I'm getting dark zoned, spun, and teleported everywhere. At that point, screw it. It's borderline impossible. If it wasn't for all those shenanigans, I'd be more okay with just trying to keep a mental map and not rely so much on the auto map. But this is specifically designed so that without the auto map, you have no hope of having a clue where you are. It's specifically meant to be like that. Back into an anti-magic zone. Let's explore that for a bit. Oh, we got spun. Oops. That's not what I meant to do. I wasted a mana point. I meant to turn this on. My muscle memory did the wrong thing. Okay, we've fully explored this stripe. Looks like the anti-magic zones extend all the way through. Yeah. Okay. What a mess. This is the kind of thing that's a real pain to try to 100%, but I am determined. Okay, so it's... Oh, hey, the anti-magic stripes don't extend the entire way after all. Color me shocked. Didn't I just explore this? Why is it not showing up as explored? That's bizarre. No! No! There was a move tile. How dare you? It shunted me into the anti-magic. It's not showing up as explored, but it's not a dark zone. What? That is weird. That's not going to bug out and prevent me from getting 100%, is it? Because that would be irritating. But you see what I mean, right? The dark zones are a lighter gray. This is just full-on black. Oh, never mind. Areas I've explored do show up as black. Okay, never mind me. What have I not explored then? We don't have the mark of 100%. Oh no. Dark zone, right, it's the... That's exactly the problem, is the unexplored... It's this shade of gray. Okay, got it. So we need to go here. Sorry, this area is confusing me in so many ways. Okay, we got anti-magic again, and spun. What a nightmare. At least we're not having a high random encounter rate while we're trying to do this. That would be just about unbearable. Okay, the anti-magic zone does extend all the way through after all. Right. Fine. Let's do a little bit of warping. Alright, so these are unexplored. I really wish they used a different color for unexplored. It's just a slightly lighter shade of gray than dark zone. It makes it so confusing. So this should be a dark stripe below us, which we've now fully explored. There's not much we haven't. This stripe of anti-magic, and then this one tile here. Here, south, up this way, and then it shunts us off to the side. Forward, right, forward some more. And then, I don't even know what happened. We got teleported or something. Yeah, we got teleported. But I think all we have to do to 100% it is grab this. Oh, nope, this here too. So we have 2 tiles we have to get. Anything else? Not that I see. What a pain. Mendokusai. There, we grab that. We teleport again. We grab this one. We grab that. We turn the map back on. And 100%. We did it. We did it, guys. Okay, good. Huh. Maybe we should descend to floor 9 and see if we can handle it there before we start embarking on a big reclassing binge. I would love to squeeze out some more hit points. Because, like I said before, assuming my math works out roughly, we approximately increase our hit points by 50% by reclassing and then getting back up to our previous level. So in Ridge's case, let's round up to 400. He would be at 600 hit points after doing that. I feel like that's not adequate. It just doesn't feel adequate. I would love for everybody to be at 600 hit points. Well, the frontliners, anyway, to be at 600 hit points when we reclass them, so that when we get them back up to the previous level, they can be at 900-ish. Now, getting Ridge up to 600 before we do that is not looking very feasible, is it? But I would at least like to get him higher than he currently is. Because, that's just not much. I feel like we would lose out on a lot of the benefit of the reclass. On the other hand, if I'm right that he's gotten really below average hit point rolls, and it sure looks like it, I look at that and I have trouble believing that that's an average result. That looks really below average. So if we assume we did better after reclassing and releveling him, maybe he'd get more than 50%. Maybe. I don't know. A lot of this is pretty speculative. For all I know, I'm just making stuff up. That's enough babbling. Let's return to town first. I don't think we got much in the way of drops, did we? A moon buckler, which is not even worth much. That's it, isn't it? Yeah, we barely got anything. Some of the enemies dropped some money, though, so we're at 1,747,000. Not bad. Is anybody down HP? No, everyone's full. So, short trip back to town this time. Ridge is real far from a level. Rakia's pretty far, Radar's pretty far, Izumi's pretty far, Taurus is pretty far, Cecily's pretty far. No one is close to a level. Okay. Well, back in the hole immediately. I just wanted to get everybody's mana points back, basically. So let us return, descend to level 9, and see if it destroys us. It might. And if it does, I fear it may be time for the reclass already, even if it feels earlier than I want to do it. But I think it's going to be necessary. Because I don't really see another good way of increasing our power by the amount we need to. Alright, the stairs down were these. We descend. Alright, let's get some buffs going and see how hard this destroys us. Alright, we're ready to rock. Right away we get accosted. Oh, I forgot to turn the music off. My bad. You know, we could just go with the default battle music for a while. Why not? Why not? Good variety. I think that'll be fine. In which case... Let's see, we don't know their levels, so we don't have a clue if this is way too tough for us. The succubi may be the bigger threat. Let's assume it's nasty and just open with a Now Burst. Better to go too hard than not hard enough. Okay, the wall took a couple hits. Alright, that's not a good start. Not a good start. Okay, there we go. One possible issue is the music sounded kinda loud. The music sounded kinda loud in my headphones. The balance may be bad. So for that reason, maybe we should stick to using our own battle music tracks. Let's get Rich back on his feet. Okay, that didn't go great. That's better. Fix the formation. Alright, not the best start. We'll press on. Small message carved into the door. Point of no return. What does that mean? It's frightening enough. I want to explore outside that door first, then. There's the elevator. Okay. This will be a bit of a litmus test. That's a lot of dudes. We still don't know their level. I'm going to try having Cecily Now Burst. Maybe it's a huge mistake and we really need the wall, but I'm going to try it. Let's have him do an unboosted one. Maybe a triple Now Burst will put an early end of the fight. Now, that's not something we can afford to do every single time. Okay. Not great. That was good. That was a lot of damage. Uh-oh. We're still alive? I think Izumi may die. Izumi's dead. They're surviving everything we're throwing at him. Demonic Strength. Still alive. Dead. This is too tough for us, I think. Oh my god, they're not even dying. Alright, this is too tough for us, definitely. Oh my god. We have hit our limit, it seems. I don't think a magic wall would have really made a difference. Okay, we had to desperately throw everything we had at that fight. And even then we lost half our party. Sure, the experience is great, but if the fights are like that, it's too much for us. Yeah. Okay, not ideal. Okay. That would have been a reload if she was dead forever. Make no mistake about that. Fix the formation. And I think we're out of here. This seems too tough for us. Not by a ton. If we were a bit stronger, I think we could handle it, but as it is, yeah. Okay, well, the rest of this video then, I think, is going to be an epic reclassing fest. Valrus, if you would, take us home. Okay. The time has come. Let's think about this. So, ideally, maybe what I would like to do is make Ridge a Lord for better durability. Make Radar the Fighter. And Rakia a Samurai? If that's doable. Some of this may be dictated by who can change into what class. And then maybe have Valrus and Cecily swap places. And I don't know if I want to change Izumi's class at all right now. If we do end up absolutely having to change her class, then changing it into Thief seems like the best call. But let's see what we can do. I was really hoping to wait a few more levels before we did this, but this is Radar's last class change, I think. I'm not 100% sure, but I think you might be limited to changing classes twice. So who can become what? Ridge can't become a samurai because he already is one. He can become a lord. Rakia can become any frontliner. Radar can become any frontliner. Another interesting option would be to, for example, make Radar into another bishop, and then put Izumi on the front line. But I don't know about that. Yeah, I don't know about that plan. That doesn't sound great. I think that yeah, there's no way Cecily and Valrus... Wait, what? Valrus is cursed? Since when? What is this nonsense? What are you talking about? None of this looks cursed. What are you on about? Is it the black robe? It's the freaking black robe. Gosh dang it, I didn't notice that. How much is it going to cost me to get that uncursed? That is irritating. How much gold do we have? 770,000. It's quite a bit. 80,000, that's a lot to uncurse that. Okay. That takes it off, but if he puts it on again, he'll just become recursed, so... Well... I don't think he can wear a white robe. We have one in storage, but I don't think he can wear it. Oh, do I not have a white robe in storage? Yeah, I do. Oops. Apparently that's not what I wanted. This. No, he can't. It's so hard to find good gear for Valrus. Well, we'll figure it out. Back to the guild. Okay, so there's no way, now that we fixed that idiocy, that Valrus and Cecily can't switch places. Yeah, he can become a bishop. She can become a mage, so that's fine. And it looks like the frontline stuff I want to do is fine. That just leaves Izumi in the lurch. Because, yeah, I can make her a thief, but there's good equipment that she won't be able to use if we make her a thief. She'll lose her assassinate, and that's pretty useful. On the upside, she'll be able to steal instead, but Can she still use the boomerang? She can, but she loses the bastard sword. So I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna class change her right away, and I'm just gonna hope that doesn't mean she just gets killed constantly. And if she does, well then we can reconsider. Alright, that's enough dilly-dallying. Ridge, welcome to the ranks of... Oh wait, hold up. One more thing we need to check. Is there any fantastic equipment that we would get screwed out of because of race nonsense, race requirements? Okay, every race can use that. Every race can use Master Plate. Oh wait, hold on, I was looking at the wrong thing. Okay, but it's still true. Okay, everyone can use all that stuff. How about Rakia? Elf can't use a Hardy Ring, but we don't want to put an elf on the front line anyway. One thing that would be funny would be making Radar a bishop and then putting Valrus or Cecily on the front line, but while that would be funny, stat-wise, I don't think it would be very effective. Elves aren't really built for the front in this game. But I didn't see any race requirements that would mess us up there. Or here. The Holy Armor can only be worn if you're good, but I think Ridge is good, so I think we're fine there. Yes, he is. Everybody is good now except Izumi, so that's something to keep in mind. Okay. I think we can do this. If it's a horrible disaster for some reason, we can just reload. Actually, on that note, let me make a backup of my save. Just in case things go really drastically wrong. Just a moment. Manage installation, show folder, save data, copy folder, paste, and I will rename this save pre-class change. There we go. Now we're good and safe if this messes us up and we also overwrite our current save. Now, finally, the time has come. For real. Class change. Ridge. Welcome to the ranks of Lorddom. Or Paladin, as I would prefer. Rakia. Welcome to the ranks of the Samurai. And Radar. Welcome to the ranks of the Fighters. There we go. It is done. Now we've got to swap their equipment around. Oh, that's going to be a real pain. Oh my gosh, is that going to be a pain? Oy. We need a system to do this properly. Let's go to the inn. Warehouse. Ridge. Okay, everything below map trials mid is coming off Ridge. There we go. Now, we'll take Rakia's stuff and give it to Ridge. Or, no. He's a lord now. It's Radar's stuff we're giving to Ridge. Okay, give to Ridge. Odin Sword, Holy Armor, Iron Shield, Alias Helm, Gauntlet Shoes, Seeker Ring. Good. Now Rakia was the fighter, and now Radar is the fighter, so give Radar your stuff. There we go, and now back to the warehouse. Nope, not like that. Like this. Ridge. Wait a minute, I screwed something up. Rakia's the one who gets this. Okay, we're good. Oh, poor Rakia. She's gonna struggle, I think, if Ridge was any indication. Okay, there. Now, as long as we can equip everything, we should be okay here. Reorder. Odin Sword. Equip. Holy Armor. Iron Shield. Alias Helm. Gauntlet. Shoes. Seeker Ring. There we go. Rakia. Organize. Ice Sword, Master Plate, Iron Shield, Hat. Alias Helm. Oh, right. Duh. Can't wear both. Okay, looking good so far. Radar, Sort. Equip Dragon Slayer, Master Plate, Iron Shield, Helm, Gauntlet, Shoes, Hardy Ring. Oh, there was an unidentified scroll. How about that? It was a Thunder Scroll. I'm underwhelmed. Okay. Good. Let's see how much gold it takes to get them all up to... Ooh, level 20 would be preferable, especially on Ridge, right? Because he's got the thing that hits 5 times. I think he needs to be level 20 to hit all those times. At least level 15 on everybody, though. This could bankrupt us. I mean, it will. It will definitely bankrupt us, but it could bankrupt us getting our front line up to where we need them to be before we even class change Valrus and Cecily. But let's find out. Tithe. Pool Gold. Ridge. We've got 1,692,000. Let's start with 300,000. Wait, that's 30,000. There we go. What kind of level does this get you, and will you have decent hit points? Alright, this is going to take a while. 28 hit points is good. 1 is terrible. 18 is okay. 9 is terrible. 10 is terrible. 23 is good. 12 is not great. 29 is great. 2 is terrible. 7 is terrible. 6 is terrible. 13 is meh. 11 is very meh. 8 is awful. 22 is okay. He has less hit points than he started with. Are you serious? Are you serious right now, game? Why did I even bother? Sure, he's lower level. That got him to level 16. I have a feeling I may have gotten unlucky on the hit point rolls again. Maybe. Anyway, Rakia, your turn. Wait. What? I'm confused now. Didn't I have... Oh, I divvied gold. I hit the wrong button. Okay, I was worried for a second there. Alright, what does 300,000 get you? Plus Piety. Okay, that was good hit points. Mediocre, terrible, good. Bad, bad. Not great. Bad. Okay. Good. Okay, now she's getting good hit point rolls. Yeah, great hit point rolls. Terrible. She's about where she was before, at a lower level. How about Red Art? Oh man, those were some garbage hit point rolls. 4 and 2. He's had some good ones too. Okay, that was a good one. That was pretty good. Mediocre. 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 Good. 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 Okay. You know, this is worth writing down for reference. Because I don't think I'm going to keep what I'm doing. But I do want to know what this got me. So Ridge as Lord. And 300k of tithing gets... Alright. Ridge's Lord, level 16. Rakia as Samurai, got her to 17. I guess that officially means that Lords require slightly more experience. Or no, excuse me, Samurai requires slightly more experience than Lords. And Radar as Fighter, he got up to 20. Okay. How much to get Ridge to 20? Probably an insanely high amount then. Oof. Alright, this video's already gotten kinda long. But, alright, let's do one more thing though. I don't think I'm gonna keep this though, so I'm not gonna be real meticulous about it. Let's go to the guild, class change Valrus and Cecily, and see how much 300 G of tithing gets each of them. Change class. Valrus become a bishop. And Cecily become a mage. There we go. I'm also curious, is Radar forbidden from class changing? No, he's not. So that thing about you only get to class change twice is completely untrue. That's good to know, that we could class change Radar again, if we want. I'm actually really glad to know that. That is a useful piece of information. Okay, but now that we class change Valrus and Cecily, we'll do 300k of tithing at each of you. One hit point, oh my god. Okay. So that gets Valrus to 18. That's pretty good. I mean, he has like the whole suite of spells now, right? Maybe not quite. No, he does. He has the entire suite of spells. Sweet. He has a few less of the max levels, though. That's tier 8, right? So that's a bit of an issue. Okay, and the last bit of experimentation is Cecily. Oh, and I should write that down. Valrus as Bishop. This gets him to level 18. Alright, pool gold. $300,000 gets her. One hit point. One hit point again. This does seem completely random, doesn't it? Look at all these awful hit point rolls. Like, I don't get the impression that these hit points are trying to normalize at all. It just seems like totally random rolls to me. Okay, so she got to level 19. Cecily as mage, 19. And... okay, so we do reduce our total number of max level slots by doing this, and our party is obviously a fair bit lower level this way. So here's what I may do, and I will definitely do this off screen. I may experiment with seeing if the hit point rolls are really, truly, completely random. And if they are, off-screen, I will happily RNG abuse these tithed level-ups until my characters have more HP than this. Because this isn't going to cut it. And then I may also do a bit of grinding off-screen to get their levels up a bit higher. How much money do I have left after that, anyway? Hold up. Tithe. There we go, pool gold. I'm down to 192,000. But anyway, yeah. So I think what I'll do is off screen, I'll see if the hit points are completely random. I'll just RNG abuse until I get a lot of good hit point rolls, and my characters are more durable. And then do a bit of grinding and farming off screen to get enough experience and gold for more tithing to get their levels at least close to what they were before. And if that all works out, then at the level they were already at, we should have a stronger party with more hit points, more abilities to go around in general, especially spells with the way we switched this around. We'll have more spells at our disposal. Or if the whole enterprise is just a complete disaster, then because I made that backup save, we'll just reload from there and find some other way to deal with the difficulty having ramped up to the point where we're struggling. I might also see if I can farm for some good equipment, if there's anywhere that my party can survive that we could farm some more good gear. All off screen, because that would all be pretty boring to watch. And then when I join you next, one of two things will happen. I will have farmed and ground a much more powerful party, and I'll just summarize the results to you. Or the whole thing will have failed miserably, and I'll just tell you it failed miserably, and we're picking up from where we left off and trying something else. So, I'll see you for that in the next episode. See you later.